Hey, what's going on, folks? Hidden Gem back again for another video. Yes, we're here again. Want to just thank everybody that was in my second auction of Monday of last week. We had a good time. We had some heavy hitters and we had some rookies. Overall, it was a good time. We had a great time. I think it lasted about 3 hours. So I want to thank everybody that was there, not even bidding, just chatting. Mrs. Hidden Gem was the DJ in the background, and I think we had a good time, and I'm looking forward to the next auction, to repeating that event again. Hopefully we get some more people in there and make it even more fun. But anyways, I'm doing this video. I have a backlog of videos that I have to catch up on. I have a list. So this video is the first one I wanted to do, and been meaning to do for a long time, and the person knows because I've spoken to him about it. So I finally got around last night. I was on Christmas lights duty on the outside of the house. So this whole weekend has been about putting up the Christmas tree and putting up the lights outside the house and the inflatables. I think we all can share that. We all can have something in common there where we have to put up the lights. So, getting into the Christmas spirit and starting off December, I wanted to start the month with this first video. It's my favorite player of all time, my inspiration for playing football. Wanted to be just like him. Unfortunately, I didn't end up in the NFL like he did, but he inspired me all the way through college. And it is what it is, and we're here today making this video. And to this day, he's still my favorite player. And I think the stats will speak for himself. And if you follow my videos, you guys will know that my favorite player is Clayton, number 83. It's the number I tried to wear in high school. My senior year, I had to switch to another school because they cut the football program. So 82 was the only number available, and it was the closest to 83 I could get. But on my junior ring, you'll see I have my football helmet and my jersey number on it on the other side, and it says 8, and it has 83. And this is all due to Mr. Mark Clayton. Now, Mr. Mark Clayton was born in April of 1961. Okay, he played most of his career, I would say all of it, with the Miami Dolphins, my favorite team. He entered the league in 1983 with the Dolphins, and I think he ended up, his last year was 93. I think he ended up, or 92 or 93, if I'm not mistaken, was his last year in the NFL. And he ended his career with the Green Bay Packers. Most of you probably don't know that. Everybody thinks he only played with the Dolphins, but I think he did one stint with the Green Bay Packers, and I think it was in 93, if I'm not mistaken. So he was Dan Marino's favorite target alongside Mark Duper. We all know them as the Mark brothers, if you all know a little bit about football history. So, and if you ever got a chance to watch the Dan Marino when he got inducted to Hall of Fame, you'll see he throws one more pass to Mark Clayton, the last pass he throws to him. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if you get a chance to go check that out, it's pretty cool. Mark Clayton for me was my inspiration to play football. I wanted to be just like him. I was a wide receiver as well. I was a skinny kid, 5'10", weighed a $160. I was pretty fast. My fastest time in the 40 was a 4.59. That was my fastest time in a 40. So I thought I was pretty fast. And then a little bit more about Mark Clayton. He's a 5-time Pro Bowl player. 84, 85, 86, 88, and 91. Those were his 5 years in the Pro Bowl. He finished his 11-year career with 582 receptions for 8,974 yards, close to the 10,000-yard mark, which would have been great, but still a feat there, you know, a milestone there, 8,974 yards in 11 years. And he had, for his career, a total of 108 rushing yards, so he broke the 100 mark in rushing. He had 40 kickoff return yards and 485 punt return yards. He also scored 85 total touchdowns. Okay, out of the 85 total touchdowns, 84 were receiving, and 1 was a punt return for a touchdown. He is in the NFL top 50 in receiving yards, tied for 39th. That's pretty amazing. And receiving touchdowns, he's tied for 13th place. He holds Dolphins records for career pass receptions and touchdowns, as well as receiving yards in a single season. At one point in time, the Dan Marino-Mark Clayton tandem was the most prolific in NFL history. His 1984 single season record of 18 touchdowns was broken in 87 by Jerry Rice, we all know, the GOAT, and is still tied for the 3rd highest total in NFL history. So he's up there, folks. He's got the stats, he's got the numbers, and I honestly think hopefully one day he gets inducted. And if he does, you know, I'm going to be flying over there for the first time ever to see that. Won't miss that for the world. And then in 2003, he entered the Miami Dolphins Ring of Honor along with Mark Duper. Okay. And then he was inducted in 2014 into the Kentucky Pro Football Hall of Fame. Okay. Mark from KY, shout out. I don't know, you probably know this, but he was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, but he played his college football with the University of Louisville. So I'm sure Mark from KY knows this, so shout out to him. And then a shout out to Zombie, because he was born in Indiana. So let me see here. What else? The facts that I wrote down here. Okay, here's another fact I found about him. I didn't know this. He is one of only 3 players in the history of the NFL who has caught a touchdown pass from both Dan Marino and Brett Favre during the NFL regular season. The other 2 players are Keith Jackson and Mark Ingram. And he's currently lives in Houston, Texas. My aunt lives in Houston, Texas, so that could be a plan. See if I can get out to maybe one day meet him. And he has 2 kids, Mark the second and Matthew Clayton. So that's a little history about Mark Clayton, my favorite football player. As you know, I'm a football coach. So being a football coach, you got to always give props to the head coach. And so we're going to start off this showcase real quick right here. Let me get ready here. All right, here it is. I'm sure you guys can hear the Velcro. It's my gloves, getting ready with my gloves here. So we can't start off the show without the head coach. We all know as the winningest coach in NFL history right now. And I think the only guy that might get closer to him is Bill Belichick. But I think he's got to do a couple more years coaching for him to reach that feat. But here he is, Don Shula, the man, the myth, the legend. Right there, Mr. Don Shula. So we're going to start off this showcase with the head coach, giving props to the head coach. And then, okay, so let's start off the showcase here. Mark Clayton showcase, folks. Wanted to share this with you. And then at the end, it's a special tribute, which was the reason why, one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this video. And you'll see at the end. So stick around for the end. I'll try to keep it as short as possible. But you know, if you want to stay around, great. If not, it's okay too. All right, we're going to start off real quick here. We're going to start off with his 85 Topps rookie card. You know, you can't have a collection of your favorite player without his rookie card. This is the backside. Okay. Then we have 1, 2, 3 record breakers when he broke that 18 touchdown in a season. We got 3 of them. As you can see, I have different conditions. One is very rough. One is close to near mint. And I think one is a mint. But it's great. I have 3 different conditions. Happy camper here. So that's 85 Topps. Then we have his 1,000-yard club. He made the 1,000-yard club. This is 80... should be 87. Yep. 87 Topps. 1,000-yard club. There you go. Mark Clayton. His 87 Topps, which I have to get in mint condition because I guess it got creased in the binder. I don't know if you guys can see that crease there coming down the middle. So, but I'm still keeping the card, of course. This is one of my. I love this card of his because he's got the shades on. It's got the dark jersey. Really stands out, the card. So hopefully one day I can get the mint condition of this card and get it graded. So that's his 87 Topps. Then I have two. When I was growing up, I was in 8th grade. Back then, I don't know if you guys remember, Wholesome Bread used to have football cards in them. So I have two 1988 Wholesome cards of Mark Clayton. We got two. Then I got, should be 88 Topps. His 88 Topps card. One of the things that really stood out for me from Mark Clayton was there's three things that me as a football coach that I look for a receiver, and it's precision routes. You have to have precision route running. The main thing for me is separation skills. You know, the ability to separate from that cornerback. That's the key to a receiver getting open, and he had great separation skills, and he had great hands too as well. So I mean, he was all around a great wide receiver, and the numbers speak for themselves. And this is the 1,000-yard club from, I think it's 89, from his 88 season, 89 Topps. Yeah, this is the 89 1,000-yard club card. Then we have his 89 Topps card. I like that card right there. Looks like he was disappointed, maybe dropped the pass, or he's reflecting on his bad play. Maybe he fumbled. I don't know. I got to look that up. I should do some research on that. See if I can find that video of him sitting on the bench like that. This is a card from 89 score. Let me see. I think it's 89 score. Should be 89. Yep, 89 score that came out. The dynamic great combos was Mark Duper and Mark Clayton. Here we go. So I don't get the glare on the card. Great card right there. And they called it the dynamic Dolphins. All right. Then we have 282. This is 290 Pro sets. 299 Pro sets of Mark Clayton. We got two of those. Then we have his 89 score. Is it 89 score? I'm sorry. This is 90 score. 90 score. I think I put them in year order if I'm not mistaken. Then I have two Fleer 1990s. Yeah. Two Fleer 1990s. Mark Clayton. Then we got, you guessed it, 90 Topps. Guess who? Mark Clayton. 90 Topps. Then we have his 90, I think this is 91, okay. 91 Topps Stadium Club. This is 91 Topps Stadium Club. Then we have 91 Bowman. This is 91 Bowman, Mark Clayton. Then we have, I think this is 91 or 92. Okay, 92. And, okay, I'm sorry. This is his 92 Bowman. 92 Bowman. Then we have 92 Skybox. Nice card. I really like this card. Full of color. And he's about to bust out on a route. 90. Then this is my favorite. Top 5, I would say. Top 5. This 93 Topps Stadium Club of his. Just a great looking card. Look at that. Just full gear. He's got his towel. He's got his wristbands. He's got his gloves. The only thing that he was missing here was his shades. So it must have not been a sunny day. Must have been an away game. There you go. That's then we got his 93 Pinnacle. 93 Pinnacle. Okay. 93 Pinnacle. And then at this point, he was already at 507 catches at that point for his career. I love the back of this card. He's got that sweet black hat. Those are hard to. Those are very rare to find that black hat for the Dolphins. Then we have his 93 Upper Deck. Yeah, 93 Upper Deck. And this, like I said, he was a punt returner. So This looks like he's about to getting underneath to catch the punt. Okay. Then this is his 93 Upper Deck. It's called the Game Breaker. And it's like, you see all the shine? Mark Clayton. So when you hold it to the light, you start seeing the colors. Shine, shine. Shout out to Pepino for the shiny card. And then here we go, Game Breakers. It's called Game Breakers. Then we have, this is something I picked up recently in mint condition too. This is the year I graduated high school, 92. This is the 92 Miami Dolphins schedule with him on the front cover, Mark Clayton. And as you can see, Delta, the official airline of the Miami Dolphins back then. But this, I had to get this. I saw this, and of course, nobody was bidding on it, so I won the bid, and I got it. I got that recently, too. Then I got, this is another recent card, Action-Packed 93 of Mark Clayton. Real nice card. Look at the gold on it. It's a real nice card of his. Really like this card. It's called Moving Targets, too. And then this is the last. We have the 1997 Upper Deck that came out, I guess a Legends card, you call it. And this is the backside of the Legends card. It's the backside. It has all his stats, some of his detailed info. And then, of course, you can't have the PC without an autograph, right? So I won this in an auction. Oh no, not this one. I'm sorry. This is the one I won in an auction. The autograph one I picked up at my one of the last car shows I went to, which was held at, back then was Joe Robbie Stadium, it was called. It was back in 97, 96 or 97. But one of the tables there, I found this card, and I got this card because it has his autograph on it. So you can't have a collection without having an autograph card of your favorite player, right? So this is the back. See, talks congratulations, authentically signed. It's authenticated by Upper Deck on the back. And so we're gonna put this one. We're gonna leave this one up too, so you guys can enjoy that one. There we go. Now, one of the main reasons I did this video, not only to showcase my favorite player, but because I received not a few months ago, I would say about, I think it was, in October. I think it was in October, 2 months ago. That's how long it's been taking me to make this video. But, we all have priorities, and we got to do the videos. It's probably the last thing on the checklist, at least for me. So I wanted to share this, and I wanted to do a special tribute because this gentleman right here sent me this totally unexpected. And when I opened the package, yes, my wife will tell you, Mrs. Indigem will tell you, I got a little bit emotional because I wasn't expecting this at all. And it was thanks and in part to a genuine man, a family man. So we share a lot of things in common, and it's just a huge blessing from above that I'm able to not only speak with him on YouTube, interchange videos, watch his videos, he watches mine, and just a overall great guy. And you know what? It's an honor and a blessing to call him my friend because we talk outside of YouTube as well, email, text, phone calls. I would love to keep more in touch with him if I could, and if he wants to too as well, he can call me anytime. I work the graveyard shift. You're probably sleeping at that time, but anytime you want to call me, buddy, or anything you need, you got somebody here in Florida, Miami, Florida, that's got your back. And this guy sent me something very, to this day, I still look at it and I'm in awe. Every time I take it out, it's in the envelope he sent it to me. But here it is, the one and only. We all know him. Let's give it up for Mr. Bob Lewis. So we're going to put Mark Clayton here to the side. And we're going to put Mr. Bob Lewis right here. Let's see if we can see Mr. Bob Lewis. Let me see how we could set this up. You can see we're live here. Let's see. There we go. So Big shout out to Mr. Bob Lewis, sir. Thank you so much for this this special gift you sent me 2 months ago. Sorry it's taken me this long to do a tribute video, but this is the special video we were talking about that I wanted to do. Sir, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This card will always be a treasure to me. And you know what? The day that I go, I'm going to actually ask Mrs. Hidden Gem to put my Mark Clayton cards in my casket when it's time for me to go, when the Lord calls upon me. So I want to thank you, sir, for this. And I want to share with everybody what Mr. Bob Lewis did for me. Here's the original package. Still have it, still in its original package because it means to me. And this is the letter that I got with it. So I told you, stick around, you have a great ending. Rafael, saw this and had to get it for you. Thanks for your friendship and all you do in the community. Keep up the great work on your channel. Grace and peace. Bob Lewis. So I keep the note, of course. And then let me show you what Mr. Bob went out of his way to send me and to get for me, which means the world to me. So let me just open up I've kept it in its original cookie sandwich pack. So Mr. Bob, thank you so much. I'm going to share with everybody. This is the card that Mr. Bob Lewis got me. His Topps Archive 1985 rookie card, okay, autographed by Mark Clayton. Look at that signature. Wow. That's a clean signature of Mark Clayton. Look at that. Just a beautiful card. This is the backside of the card. It's got like a little hologram, I guess, certification on it from Topps. So this is from Topps Archive. As you can see, he was born in Indianapolis, Indiana. Played his football at Louisville. He was drafted in the 1983 draft in the round number 8, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. And it says home, Hialeah, Florida. Hialeah. That's one of the counties up here, Hialeah. So, Bob, I want to thank you for this card. It means the world, sir. And if you haven't checked out Bob Lewis yet, I recommend that you go check out his channel. One of my favorite videos of his is when he does a pack war with his daughter. That's one of my favorite videos. And another video I really enjoyed was his roller coaster pack break while he's on vacation. I thought that was pretty funny. It was pretty awesome. So those are two videos I always cherish. And then one of his videos I also enjoy is the story behind the card. He shows you his card and he gives you this detailed story of what's behind the card and why he has it. And he's got a great collection. And I'm looking forward to growing my relationship with Mr. Bob Lewis. Here you go, sir. Thank you very much for that card. Hidden Gem. Over and out.